Well, good afternoon, folks. Very welcome along to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here in number 471 Papanui Road. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be in charge of proceedings here this afternoon. We're here to do a couple of things. Firstly, to inform you that the property at number 49 Claridges Road in Casebrook has received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners. Secondly, we're here to find out whether or not, when I announce that pre-auction offer number, whether or not we in fact receive bidding over and above that level. Now, should we receive further bidding, then we will in fact hold an auction here this afternoon. If we don't see any further bidding, I simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer and the property will be sold at that level. Now, before we roll into the proceedings of this afternoon, may I formally and firstly acknowledge our owners. We thank them for their ease of access, for their presentation, but first and foremost for their choice and agency. We do appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace. We thank and acknowledge them for their choice and choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, speaking of that team here at Harcourts Gold, there are a few faces scattered around the room here who are here to help and assist you should you need any of that throughout this afternoon. Firstly, Mr. Chris Kennedy on my left, one of our Harcourts Gold business owners here, also fellow auctioneer, and the auctioneer event you've been benched this afternoon though, Chris. You've given me the opportunity to work up here at the podium. So always got Chris here in the room. Should you need any assistance, he'll be more than happy to help out. Anna McKenzie over on my right to your left, one of our managers here in the Papanui office as well. So plenty of help and assistance. I've got Rebecca Johansson here on my left. She'll be scribing any bids that we receive here this afternoon, just making sure that my accounting is accurate and on point. And lastly, Alana Davey, she's driving our computers here. We beam out to the World Wide Web via YouTube, so welcome into anyone that might be joining us online and keeping tabs on what's happening here in our auction rooms. And she also drives our presentation up on screen. You'll see some imagery and photos of the property very, very shortly, as well as recording any bids, and they'll be presented up on screen as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all of the documentation for today's proceedings available to each and every one of you, including the LIM, the title, and of course that contract from which we work from. Now, that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand as well as the Auckland District Law Society. There are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. That probably won't surprise you. Now, if you've attended auctions before, given the fact that this is a brought forward auction process, things may be a little bit different to what you may be used to in the auction rooms. Now, first and foremost, given the fact that our start price is effectively our reserve price, as auctioneer, I will not be placing any bids, nor will any other licensed agent be placing any vendor bids on behalf of our owners. That, of course, would not be the right thing to do. I may nominate the increment by which any bids raise, but more than likely I'll be very, very happy to work with any bidding that we receive here in the rooms. If a dispute does arise with any bidding, more than likely I just revert to the last undisputed bid and then we reopen the bidding process from there. Now, at the conclusion of the auction, which is nominated by the gavel coming down to the rostrum in a fashion such as this, should it fall in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence those celebrations, there are a number of obligations which you must fulfil. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of that approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make a payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. And thirdly and lastly, you'll complete the GST information as outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement today. I would hope that they are very clean, concise and simple for us to all follow. And once more remind you that any bidding that we receive, it is on a cash and it is on an unconditional basis here today. Now, before we move forward into Claridges Road, let me just take a quick moment to make a very brief health and safety announcement as well. Of course, we do still find ourselves operating under the restrictions of COVID-19. Yes, we are at level 1 here in Christchurch, which is wonderful, but we still do require you to use the scanning QR codes when you come into the building. Make sure that you've sanitised as well on your way in. Please take the time to sanitise your hands on the way out as well. That would be hugely appreciated. Respectfully, if you're not feeling well here this afternoon, we would ask that you do leave the auction room. And if you do become unwell over the next 14 days, if you could just let the agent you're working with know, or in fact one of the management team here in the Gold team, just so that we can follow due processes that we are guided by and must adhere to as well. So we thank you for working alongside of us on that very, very important matter. Well, let's go and take a look, if we can, then at number 49 Claridges Road. Before we do that, I welcome in Deb Crosby and Jessica Downing, our listing agents. They've been looking after you, the market, looking after the interested parties, and looking after our beautiful owners as well at number 49 Claridges Road in Casebrook, more formally described as being an estate and freehold. Some 570 square metres of that freehold land, the best land available to us here in New Zealand, made up of lot number 1 on deposited plan 57148, which is all outlined on the certificate of title that Deb and Jess have made available to each and every one of you. Now, the date that your life gets a little bit better than it already is the conjoined settlement and possession date. That is set down for the Thursday, the 19th of November 2020. That's the day you get your keys, and as I said, your life gets a wee bit better than it already is. The list of chattels, well, no surprises there. They remain as circulated. I draw your attention to those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement, being clauses 22 through to 24 inclusive. And once more, folks, just remind you, good people, that any bidding we receive here today, it is cash and it is unconditional. Well, let's go and take one last wander through. Let's go down memory lane once more at number 49. This really is a box ticker, I like to say, located on a quiet tree-lined street. It's sited to make the most of that sunshine right across the day. I love the way that the home is laid out. It provides easy living for everyone, both inside as well as outside. Just look at the outdoor space there. That's going to be a beautiful place to be at day's ends, after work, and also on the weekends as well, entertaining friends and family. That recently completed deck, that's a real winner. You see it there up on screen on those warm summer nights ahead. The kids, well, they're going to be in heaven as well, playing on that very private, safe and secure garden area. The lawn there is going to be a great place for them to play some backyard cricket or kick the soccer ball around. There's the bathroom, the kitchen there you see is very practical as well, but that bathroom, well, it simply sparkles. It services the 3 bedrooms here as well, including that master with the added bonus of its own walk-in wardrobe. So a whole lot of upside here, all topped off. The icing on the cake, as I say, really has got to be that oversized double internal access garage. So anyone with bikes or tools or toys, there's plenty of space for all of that in the cars as well. A whole lot of upside here. Folks, I'm going to announce our pre-auction offer in but a moment. I'll let you simmer over that, not for too long, and then I will welcome in bidding from there. 49 Claridges Road, folks, we have received a pre-auction offer acceptable to our owners at $500,000. At 500,000 is the number. What would you like to do from here? Would there be 510 anywhere in the room? Perhaps another 5,000 on top would be more comfortable. You tell me. Bid here? 505? Yep. Very good. John Morrison and his buyers there working in, and 510 is the retort straight back. At 510, we're certainly underway, and I sell here to the good gentleman and lady in the corner working with Deb Crosby.
511.
At 511, I'll take the one, absolutely.
515.
At 515, good bid, showing strength in the room. At 515, puts forward 4 on top of your 1. I'll take another 1 if you like. But at the moment, I sell here in the corner at 515. Once then, happy to take another 1. Consider your move. Don't consider for too long. Twice the money. 515. 516, thank you. 17 or 20?
517.
517, okay. You've started something here now, John, and your buyer at 517. In the corner here are in the 1s. 18's the next. Shaking the head. You'll end up with a sore neck and homeless, but at 517,000 here, I bid it away. Once.
518.
Thank you at 18. And I turn here. What's the retort? 518,000 seated and centred at this stage. Keep working with me here in the corner.
520.
520 puts forward 2 more. Good strong bid at 520. Once, and I give you 2 more opportunities to buy here. Welcome any further bidding if there is any. Twice the money then at 520,000 in the corner. John, what's the answer? No, shaking the head. You've shaken it before. You sure this time?
Yep.
Very good. Happy to sell here in the corner?
Yep.
Okay, all the very best in your property search. At 520,000, third and final time. It goes, it goes, it goes. It is. You sure? Sold here. Well done. Congratulations. Well bid. Well brought to our underbidders. Commiserations. All the very best in your property search. Folks, we've got a wonderful lineup of properties here in the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms on Thursday from 10 a.m. We look forward to seeing you then for more opportunities to buy. Thank you very much.